your YouTube views are not coming from the USA or UK, you are leaving a lot of money on the table. I have tested it and have seen results. So basically, I'm going to be sharing with you the exact steps to follow in order for you to be able to get views from the UK and from the USA so that you can be able to make huge amount of money off YouTube. In fact, one of my videos didn't go viral, but because it got recommended to the right audience, which is the UK and the US viewers, man, I've been able to make almost $100 from a video that is just 19,000 views. Meanwhile, I have some videos that are higher than that, some video views that are higher than that, that I even struggle to make up to 40 or $30. This is to tell you that being able to target the right audience, see, making money on this YouTube streets is all about strategy. And if you're lacking behind, believe me when I say you are really going to be missing out a lot of money. So without much being said, let's get straight into the video. So here is the hard truth about CPM and RPM. As we all know, CPM is actually the amount that advertisers pay. Then the RPM is what you're finally paid after YouTube might have done all their deduction. Yes, because your CPM and RPM can never be the same. CPM comes directly from the advertisers and your RPM comes directly from YouTube. Now, if you are getting views mostly from countries like Nigeria, Philippines, India, your revenue is going to always feel low. That is the gospel truth. But when your views are coming, even if it's small, when your views start coming from countries like the UK and the US, in fact, even just partially, everything is going to be great. So the next question is how to attract views or how to get views from the USA. So I'm going to be listing out to us 5 strategies that practically work, and these are basically what I use to get all the US audience I have currently on my channel. So basically, if you use it, you're still going to get the same result. So number one thing that you need to pay attention to is your time of upload. If you're looking for USA and UK audience, there is no how you will post video when they are sleeping. So you have to make sure you try your best to know when it's their morning time or probably their evening time. Then once you're able to like discover this, the next thing you need to do is to work towards it. Most especially if you are in Nigeria, you know our time and the time is no way the same thing. I think for UK, sometimes we actually have same time, but most of the time it's like 1 hour difference. So if you're posting and you're targeting USA, you have to study their time zone to know when they are up and when they are sleeping. Okay, it's really going to help you. So the number 2 thing is for you to use topics that they are searching for. You have to try your best to make sure you create content around the problems or trends that is popular in the USA and in the UK, because it's really going to help you. Now most of us that is in Nigeria or maybe Kenya, sometimes we all want to make a video or maybe how much YouTube pay or how to get views. I see some titles like how much YouTube paid me as a Nigerian YouTuber. Most of the times, if all these viewers from the UK and USA come across this kind of videos, they might not want to click on it because they'll be like, I'm not in Nigeria, except if they just want to get the knowledge, because obviously we are not being paid the same thing. So instead of using that direct kind of title, now this is relating to any niche at all that you are in. If you want to be using that kind of title, instead of going direct to include your country, just leave the title like that. Or you can even say how much I earn as a YouTuber in 2025. This is a broad title that anybody who sees it will want to watch. So maybe inside the video you cannot say, oh, I'm a Nigerian creator. That way is much more better. That is if you are looking for USA and UK audience. But if you say no, princess, I don't need them, then feel free to include your Nigeria, okay? Because I tested this particular thing on my lifestyle channel. The last second video I posted on my lifestyle channel, I put Nigeria and I was surprised with the turnout. Nigeria and Kenya, they were my mainly audience. So if I'm monetized, that video is going to really earn me small money. So another expo way is by using the Google Trends to check if a topic is popular in the UK and USA. This one is a very, very beautiful information that you all need to start making use of, especially if you want your audience to come all the way from the UK and US. So right now, if you're wondering what is Google Trend actually shows you what people are searching for on Google and how popular those search are over the time. So it helps to actually let you know the different interests of people to a particular topic. So when you want to go ahead to search for it, you have to try your best to always include the location, that is the country in which you are looking for. And for you to be able to do that, what you simply need to do is to head over to Google and type trends.google.com. Now it's going to open and you will see a place for you to search. So what you just need to do is to enter a YouTube related topic. It might be maybe food, it depends on your niche actually, or maybe YouTube monetization, or it can even be how to grow a YouTube channel. You're going to see it, but first of all, make sure you include the region, that is the country you are looking for. So it's going to bring out a bar chart, and if you still scroll down, just study it and you will see, and also you'll be able to know the particular time that kind of video title is trending, because sometimes you might search for it and it will show you that okay, this thing was trending last month, but this month is no longer trending, so there is no need of you giving it a try. Okay, so just use this from time to time and it's going to really help build your US and UK audience. Okay, so the third thing you need to do in order for you to get this kind of audience is for you to properly optimize your videos for global search in tags and in description. So you have to try your best to always make sure you get the right keywords that you're going to be using for your video tags, your video hashtag, and also in your description. Now, maybe you're doing a video on how much YouTube pay you. You can use tag example for like UK YouTube CPM, or how to grow on YouTube fast in 2025, or even in your description you can even let us know that this content is meant for everybody, whether you are a UK or US viewers. I think I come across some channels from time to time, and when I check their description I see this kind of thing. So it is right now that I'm beginning to understand why they're actually putting all those things in their description. Sometimes it actually helps to tell YouTube algorithm that okay, these are the kind of audience that this content is meant for. It's not just only for maybe Nigerian audience or maybe for Kenya audience, that it's broad, it's meant for all the audience on YouTube here. Okay, so the fourth thing and one of the things that actually helped me the most is being able to optimize your titles and thumbnails. See, if you're looking for UK and US audience, you have to pay attention to the kind of title and thumbnails that you are using. Avoid using all these local slangs. That is if you want them as your audience. So these things, they work. If you think that they don't work, they actually really work, because most viewers from UK and US, they obviously want to watch videos relating to them, because most of the time they don't even understand these Nigerian slangs and language, except if maybe the people living over there. But if you want to get them in large, do not make mistake of misspelling, especially in your title, because them, they believe on going over to Google to search for something. So if you upload your video in a pidgin language, that is pidgin English, sorry, and somebody goes over to Google to search for that kind of video, even if you have it like 2 to 3 on your channel, YouTube will not be able to recommend it. Why? Is because maybe the way you place your title. But if you optimize your title, you use a title that them can actually search for anytime, any day, then there is no how they will come over to search for that kind of title, that your own video will not at least come out among the list that YouTube is going to list out to them on Google. Because YouTube and Google now, they work together most of the time. If you go to Google to search for something, you will see Google itself directing you back to YouTube. So this is to tell you how beautiful this platform called YouTube is, and you have to try your best to use it in a way that it will favor you, so that it will not be like in the case of monkey they walk, bamboo they chop. Okay, I think we just have to strategize in order for us to be able to make cool money. Because there was a time that I was watching on YouTube here, somebody talking about how much YouTube paid her for 300,000 views. Do you know that back then that my video was still on 150,000 views? I was surprised that money that YouTube paid me for that video that was on 150,000 views was higher than what YouTube paid her for 300,000 views. That was when I shouted power. So the next thing is how to check if this particular thing is working. So let's assume that maybe you have been doing it for like a time now, or how to even check if you're having views from the USA or from the UK. So what you just simply need to do is to go over to your YouTube Studio Analytics. Then once you get there, go ahead and click on the audience, and it will take you to top geographics. So once you get there, just go through it and you'll be able to see whether you're having views from the US, from the UK, or Canada. So, but if you check it out and you don't have views from them yet, don't go ahead and start panicking. You can just try to start putting all these small strategy in place, and from time to time they are going to become your audience. See, one thing is, because I used to get this particular comment from a lot of us that, Princess, what if I create my YouTube channel and I use them as my location? Uncle, brother, if you like, use USA as your location, as long as you're not doing it right. You're not creating video right based on what they're certified. If I based on all these things that are just listed in this video, you might not get them as your audience. I've done a lot of channel review and I've seen things. So I am saying this based on experience. Choosing them as your location in your YouTube studio is not even good. You can set your location to be Nigeria. I did say another mistake is each time you want to upload video here on YouTube, do not put location, leave it empty so that YouTube itself will be able to push it broadly, generally, because most of the time putting location for each video you want to drop here actually hinder the location visibility. Okay, so that's why it's not advisable to put location. But what I'm trying to say is, when setting your YouTube, your main YouTube channel, when setting it from that your desktop studio, that is from your YouTube studio desktop version, make sure you put your country location because of the AdSense and sending of pin aspects. So the last thing that I'm going to be telling us right now is, don't be too stressed about getting millions of views and I need that millions of views on my channel. Rather, pay attention to the audience. With the right audience, you're going to make money. I think I talked about a lifestyle channel here sometimes ago. This lifestyle channel, she's from Kenya. How do they call them? Kenya, Kenya, yes. But if you see how much YouTube pay her for just 5,000 views, for just only 4K views, it's higher. Like, it's very high. So most of the time it's not always about the audience. Princess, I need 1 million subscribers. Yeah, that is everybody's prayer, but most of the time it's not about this. It's not about the subscribers you have on your channel. Okay, it's being able to strategize, like get the right eyeball to your content, and you'll be able to make massive money. So if you find this video helpful, as usual, please do well to like this video if you've not done so. Drop me your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to share this video so that I can get to a whole lot of people. And if you have any question, do well to also drop it in the comments, and I'll see you all in the comment section. So bye guys, and I'll see you all in my next video.